And good morning, this is Mike Lodge. I'm glad that you have joined me. So, what's the weather like outside today here at my home studio and office? Well, it's cloudy. Yesterday, we got 2 tornado warnings. Now, when you get these warnings, you don't know whether or not what you should do. I mean, it tells you right on the warning what you should do is go find shelter, get into a bathroom or someplace where it's secure or downstairs in the basement. Well, I have neither. In this house, I have neither. I don't have anything that's secure. So, like all the rest of my neighbors, we went outside looking up at the sky, trying to see if we could spot a spout coming down from the sky. Didn't see anything. But we got them twice, and it was up until, I got mine I think it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And it said it would run until 5, and then they said it would run until 9. So throughout the whole afternoon, we were wondering, well, are we going to get a tornado here or not? But, we kept getting those warnings. Of course, they have that beep, 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 beep sound when they come out. Well, we never got one yesterday, so let's see what's happening today, because right now it's still cloudy outside. It's still drizzly. It's one of those kind of days that you just want to be inside. I mean, it is a nice day to be inside. Listen, I wanted to talk about, yesterday we talked about starting a business, but today I wanted to talk about knowing your customer. And the good example that I found was, because I've been following recreational vehicles on YouTube. And I have been, I've got 28 states to go to. I've been to a good portion of this country, but now I've got 28 to go to. And I can hit a lot of those going up the East Coast and then just a little bit inland. And so I've been looking at small coaches that I could buy. So if you know anything about YouTube, they have tons of people out there who are demonstrating coaches. They're giving reviews on coaches. And what I really liked is that there are some manufacturers of these coaches who watch these YouTube channels, as they're reviewing their coaches. And they specifically like to hear the feedback from the people that are watching these videos. I don't like this bathroom. The bathroom's too small. Or, there's not enough storage. Or they watch these comments very closely, because I want to know what the experience of these individuals are as they go through this coach. And then the comments come in of what they didn't like. I'm always commenting, because sometimes these bathrooms on these coaches are so small. Well, anyway, the manufacturers listen. They read every single comment about their coach. They want to know their customer. What does their customer want? And I thought that was a very good idea. They're listening to their people that are buying their product. And that's probably the step one in any business in knowing your customer is listen to your customers. Because they're going to tell you what they do and don't like. And they're going to be blunt. And I like bluntness. I get a lot of remarks on my podcast, and I also get a lot of remarks on the services that I do. I've never had a negative one yet, but I'm sure it's going to come along at some point in time. Now, I have had fake ones, especially when you're using these online services where they just, people just write, they've never been a customer of yours at all, and they give you this huge review of nonsense and lies, and then you have to fight with whoever it is and get it removed. But there are people out there that's all they do. They just want to say negative stuff. But there are other customers out there who are real customers who tell it like it is. And those are the customers you want to listen to, because they had an experience at your business and they want to express it. And you've got to listen to them. Sometimes you'll agree, sometimes you won't agree. But a majority of the time you're going to agree. But you've got to understand what they're saying and what they're feeling. And I think that's what's so great about YouTube is as they're going through these recreational vehicles and vans and trailers and everything else, there are people commenting on their experiences, because some of them have owned the product before. Some of them are telling them what they would like in their experience with that coach or product. And so you have to listen to them very closely. And those manufacturers make changes. They listen and they make changes. And it's very, very good. The other thing is that you have to understand your industry that you're in. You've got to understand that. You've got to know what your industry position is, and you got to know who your competition is. So these manufacturers are watching all of these videos and listening to what other people are saying about their competition. They're getting to know their competition very well for free from watching these videos of their competition. And these vloggers, they're out there every single day reviewing one coach, another manufacturer, big, small, tiny, and they're giving their feedback. And these manufacturers are watching these videos very closely and understanding what their position is with their competition. And so I think that if there's anything that these manufacturers have learned, is that they get free analysis or free advice for free from all of these YouTubers. These guys are doing a good service for the manufacturer. And then what they have to do is they have to clearly design, not just design, but clearly define what their product is all about and how they can sell it and how they can tell their story about the product better. I'm sorry, a lot of texts are coming in from clients at the moment, and I forgot to shut it off, so I apologize for that. I'm getting feedback from my customers, from my clients. But they know how to form the story. After they've read all of these comments and seen the videos and everything, they are gleaming and they're redefining their story. And we all have to redefine our story moment by moment if you own a business. So that is, I think, the best thing that I've learned about YouTube is that you can glean from your competition out there of what they're doing, what they're saying, how they're presenting their story, how they're communicating with you on the various social networks. I tell you, my morning hours are spent on social media, making comments, making vlogs, making videos, writing a blog. I mean, it's constant until 10 a.m. and then I cut it off because I've got client work that I've got to do. And then the other thing that I notice on this is that these manufacturers are connecting through experiences. They're listening to the experiences of their customers. How they liked a certain way that a living room was designed in their motorhome. How they liked the bedroom. How they didn't like the tip outs. How they didn't like the slide out, I don't know all these terminologies of these things, but I'm learning as I go. So they're listening for the experiences, okay? I think the best thing that you take away is that you never assume what customers are thinking. You never assume that. But if you listen to them, you know. If you listen to them carefully and thoughtfully, you'll know exactly what they're thinking. And then more often than not, the results may surprise you of what you're hearing and seeing from the experiences of these customers, and you're getting the feedback from them. So if you listen to your customers, you're going to learn a whole lot of how you can improve your business. Some of it you will take, and then some of it you say, my God, that is a light bulb moment because what that customer said, I can do that and I can improve my product. So you listen to your customers, and you listen to what a whole slew of customers are saying. Because if you're using YouTube, these vloggers, especially for the RV manufacturing companies out there, you're getting a whole slew of comments, and a lot of them you can use. Now, as I said, I'm looking for an RV because I want to do the 28 states I have not been to yet in the United States. And so I planned this and I've been watching, but I'm not going to I thought I could do it this summer, but I can't do it this summer. Why? Gasoline, diesel are so high that it would cost me a fortune to travel anywhere. Isn't it amazing? Here we came out of a pandemic where we were locked down. We couldn't travel. We couldn't go anywhere. Now we are locked down. We can't do our traveling because of inflation, because of gasoline prices. So I am sitting here in my house watching vlogs on travel, watching vlogs on how to drive an RV, watching vlogs on how to choose an RV. So I got a feeling that inflation is going to be here for the next year, so I've got some time to make a decision on what I want to buy. The problem is if we don't get the inflation on gas prices and diesels down, we may be all stuck here at home twiddling our thumbs watching YouTube. I tell you, during the pandemic, I learned how to cook. I learned how to cook great food by watching YouTube. So I would sit there during the day because I had no clients coming in. No one was calling me. And I watched how to make good food. And it's simple food that you can make. Cooking is not that hard. You just got to have the time. And during the pandemic, during the lockdown, you have time. So I'm addicted to YouTube. Listen, if you want to have, if you need consulting on business, or if you need a coaching on what to do and what to say, on reading your financials, on how to develop your company, you can get access to me. Go to my website, which is www.lodge.co.com, and you can book an appointment with me. We can sit down, we can talk via Zoom, no matter where you are in the world or in the United States. I have talked to people all the way down to Brazil. And I will be able to coach you on business issues. If you would like to help me on this, on my blogs and on my podcast, go to www.buymeacoffee.com/Michael Lodge. Again, that's www.buymeacoffee.com/Michael Lodge. Now, I also want to tell you, if you go to that site, buymeacoffee.com, in there are a lot of blogs. And in there is also how to start a business. Step-by-step process of what you've got to think about when starting a business. I did a whole series back at the beginning of 2022. So it's there for you. It's free. You can go there and do it. If you want to donate to me and help me out as I write this stuff, and as I blog this stuff, and as I do my podcast, and if you have any subjects that you want me to go over or want me to talk about, just let me know. And I'll be more than happy to I'm listening to you. I'm listening to my customer, listening to my listeners. So if there's any subject you want me to talk about, just let me know and I'll do it. I promise. If I don't do it, I'll find something about it. I mean, if I don't know about that particular subject, I will find information on that and give you a full talking to. Listen, this is Mike Lodge. Listen, I hope that we have no more tornado warnings today. I hope I'm able to sit here and work. I have a mediation I have to do today on a parenting agreement. So I am ready to go. I'm going to listen to you guys because you're my customer. And let's just go out and have a great day. I mean, it is a good day. Anyway, go out, have a great day. God bless. Talk to you soon. Bye.